I just uploaded, actually published video on that video that contains list of directly addressed people who confirmed I'm acting as state prosecutor when the one ignores me. So these are people of different professions, ranging from high-rank police officers, from police internal affairs, judges, supreme prosecutors, to lawyers of the banks. So now I'm going to mention something very important, explain something very important, which I haven't mentioned in this video because it deserves separate video, and it's what happens when you as citizen act as state prosecutor and prosecutor ignores you. So these are things that are not mentioned in criminal proceedings right, which is based on criminal proceedings law. So criminal proceedings or procedure right defines what people who are part of criminal procedure or proceedings, what right those people have, especially the ones who file crime report, and of course people who are the subject of a crime report. So what is I don't know, and this video mentioned that I don't know if this part was not removed in new criminal proceedings right, but when it was there, so it's definitely removed from criminal proceedings law. It's not there anymore. I don't know again if it's still in criminal proceedings right, so right as in human right. But when it was there in 2006, and I mentioned that reference here in this video, so when it was there, I don't remember that I noticed something that I will explain here. So first thing that you should do, and this is something that again should stay or should have stayed in the criminal proceedings right, is that when you start acting as state prosecutor, you as citizen start acting as state prosecutor, first thing you should do, logical thing, is to prosecute state prosecutor in the first place because of obstruction of justice. So when prosecutor ignores you, it means that someone very important did something wrong. In most of the cases, government did something wrong, is involved in some criminal activity, and or more precisely, elite, so-called elite or real mafia that controls government is involved in that case. So first thing you should do is to prosecute state prosecutor. You have full right to do that for not just obstruction of justice, but also abuse of power, and so on and so on. I have actually a list of crimes committed by everyone involved in cases of monstrous murders of 3 members of my family. So a lot of crimes that are listed here applies to this case that I'm now explaining. So the second thing, which is not mentioned, is that you can ask for police assistance. So not just actually not just police assistance, but also assistance of experts in certain fields, forensics, and so on and so on. So this is something that was not mentioned, or at least I don't remember I read about this. If I if I missed it, then I of course apologize, but I don't think that it was there. So that would be all regarding this matter. I simply needed to create separate video and this, and of course for the end of this video I need to mention that most of the people don't know that they can act as prosecutors, as state prosecutor. So citizen can act as state prosecutor, and the small portion that know that in most of the cases they don't act as state prosecutor because they are intimidated considering who is involved in those cases. So as I said, government usually did something wrong, something very wrong, or real mafia that controls government, so-called elite. So in most of the cases, those people who plan to act are intimidated by either police or intelligence services, that they will lose job, something will happen to them or to their family, and so on and so on. But in my case, this doesn't apply because I'm a witness on 2 counts of international organized crime. I'm also a independent scientist, and also a lot of private companies and states owe me huge damages, so they cannot simply blackmail me by any means. So I needed to mention this because it is extremely important.